opportunities in these volatile times, but overall I have to tell you, Bruce, a lot of positivity, a lot of optimism, and a lot of confidence in corporate America.
Shivani Joshi, Radio City Music Hall. Shivani, thanks very much. Shivani, Adam, and Robert, all with the Fox Business Network. If you don't have it, you can find it. Right,
here we go.
You sure do. You got to stamp your feet and ask for it. Now, for more on the government's role in all of this, another person who is a star of the Fox Business Network is with me, Vice President Alexis Glick joining me. So the senators are speaking out. We always get a little bit of grandstanding at these sort of events, but you said Richard Shelby was especially vocal today. And hello, he is the ranking Republican of the Senate Banking Committee, and when he comes out swinging, he means business, and we're seeing it.
She must be in her 30s.
I mean, that's really what's remarkable. The one thing, I have this quote here.
No, I'm talking
I think people
about
need
this
to understand this. When the Fed chairman says the following, this is why we...
Okay, so we'll just see. I hit the wrong thing, so we'll start up here again.
Is that Pelosi sound for right now, or that's coming up? Oh, all right, we're going to go up to Harris Faulkner. Alexis, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's about all there was.
And an anchor for Fox Business. Let's go up and see what Harris Faulkner is watching up in Control 4.
Well, Martha, I kind of wanted to piggyback off of what you and Trace have been talking about, some of the heated comments, and also Alexis there, too.
We got little piggybacks.
Bailout hearing that's going on right now. And, in fact, House Democrats have just been talking about it. Nancy Pelosi, House Speaker, had some tough words to say in her own reaction to some of the bailout talk today. Let's listen in.
Let's listen to old Nancy.
The party is over. The party is over for the CEOs who take the golden parachute as they drive their companies into the ground. The party is over for the disparity in our country between CEOs making almost immoral salaries and not being interested in lifting other people up. The party
where's the new power?
Institutions taking risks, but at the same time privatizing any gain they may have, while they nationalize the risk, asking the taxpayer to pick up the tab.
And Martha, here in Control 4, we've been kind of monitoring some of the reaction to the bailout hearing that's going on, and Speaker Nancy Pelosi went on to say that, that they clearly, the House Democrats have been caucusing on this, and clearly they want to get something done in terms of relief, but you heard her expressing some of her own concern and some of their concern after
all I heard her expressing, this lady sits there, you got to really hear what, expressing. What did she express? The party's over. What did she make sense? First off, I got to tell you, Nancy Pelosi, she reminds me of the mother I'm glad I never had. Because she just... I don't know. She doesn't get life. She doesn't understand that you need to drive to work as much as you need to have work. And she has led the Democrats. The Democrats don't understand. And sadly, the Republicans are on the bright side of energy. And all these problems are caused by the government. I'm not going to put any more stuff up here, but I could sit here and go back from the Jake Garn to Reagan. You could go through to the Bush 1, to Clinton. You could sit here and say Jake and Reagan back then, they caused some of this, took away the tax deductions that caused some of this. Bush, you could say he raised taxes, but I don't know if that's going to be. But Clinton did cause two big things in Clinton's campaign. One, they lowered the tax. And if you heard some of them speak, they lowered the tax on houses to zero, under $500,000. That made this market go up high, fast. Okay? So, and then the other thing Clinton did was veto ANWR. I know you guys don't sit there and think that much about it, but there is $1 trillion again in oil up there at $80, whatever when I figured that out. You'll have to go back and look. But that right there, that tells me that, hey, you guys are causing your own problems, and what worries me more than anything, and I'm not worried. I got to tell you, I am not worried up here in Alaska, because what will happen, you will see happen, as soon as they put in this $100 and $700 billion, or even thought of it, you will see oil spike to the highest point ever in history. that you just within one, I'll say if they did it on a Friday, it would happen on a Monday. But it may spike even as we go, even thinking about it. Right now it's not. But what happens then? We up here in Alaska get more money. You know, I mean, it's just the way it is. And you want to have some of that money, you're going to have to move up here and just live here for a couple years, get a job, and you can have some of that money. Other than that, I don't know. Let's see if she has any more to say, even though I said I wouldn't say if she has any more to say.
Out of some of those meetings. Let's get back to you.
Okay, Harris, thank you very much.
That's about all she has to say.
Hitting on a nerve that all sides seem to agree on, and that is that you can't walk away with $20 million if your company fails, and that perhaps if there is a need for a new regulation or some new legislation, that it needs to address that. You know, that they're in a publicly held company. You can't walk away with a parachute when your shareholders and everybody down the road is losing money on your mistake.
And that is the only thing that they've come to. They don't want to give away money to people that, and I don't either. But you know what's funny is that's the only thing I've seen them agree on so far. Though some of them already, this is just for show. They've already got the plan. They've done it. Chris Dodd has got it. But I got to tell you, these guys make this mistake, you better vote them out, because you're the ones that are going to be hurt down there. Not me, and I'm sorry that's the way it is, because I like to get hurt just as much as the last guy, I suppose I could say. Anyhow, that's all I got to talk about this today. Bye.